From the ground to the sky, and at lower elevation to the high country, we're putting Colorado's wildlife on display. We're hearing the latest on the recovery of a Colorado elk herd.
It's the comeback we were hoping for.
And the challenges facing one of our state's most adorable creatures. We enlist the help of an incredible photography community.
I want to make people have a connection to what I photograph.
To tell these wildlife stories. Hello and welcome to this Denver7 Plus special presentation of Discover Colorado. I'm Landon Hoff and I'm so glad you're with us. We have some awesome stories to share with you over the next 30 minutes, and they wouldn't be possible without the intrepid shutterbugs in our Discover Colorado Through Your Photos Facebook group. If you want to join in on the fun, scan the QR code on your screen to head to the group. Our first story takes us to St. Vrain State Park in Weld County, about 30 miles north of Denver, where I met up with a couple of photographers who took some amazing photos of osprey and their unique method of finding their next meal. It's peaceful out here.
St. Vrain is wonderful.
Located in Firestone in Weld County,
So St. Vrain used to be called Barber Ponds.
St. Vrain State Park is a nature lover's getaway.
They are man-made reservoirs, but they've been turned into this wildlife habitat as well as a campground.
The park has 87 campsites, and fishermen cast lines into the water. But during spring and summer, the anglers aren't the only ones going fishing at St. Vrain.
This is one of the hot spots in the state for osprey.
The osprey is a large bird of prey that dines primarily on fish. The stocked ponds at St. Vrain make the park a great destination for them.
One of the reasons that it is really cool for us photographers is its method of hunting. It does this really beautiful kind of circular soaring pattern.
An osprey will hover over the water, and when it spots a fish, it'll dive to make the catch.
It makes an incredible opportunity for really stunning photographs.
A lot of people want to get the exact moment they hit the water, which is a real challenge because they can dive at speeds of 50 miles per hour.
Now, getting that perfect shot doesn't happen overnight.
What I love about the osprey is that they're unpredictable. So it's just really watching your subject.
These two have invested months
Trying to learn how they dive, where they dive,
in learning ospreys' habits.
when they're going to, dart one way or another.
But it's really the perseverance and going out and doing it every day for a good length of time.
For Winslow Robbins,
But I wanted to showcase the entire dive sequence.
the goal was to get this shot.
And I wanted to tell the story for people who may not see the full picture of what an osprey's hunting looks like, to actually get that in a full frame.
This is roughly 20 photos blended together to capture a breathtaking step-by-step of an osprey's dive.
There's not one dive that's the same. So it just constantly offers a unique experience every time that camera comes up with an osprey.
Now, these two are proof
I first met Winslow here doing osprey several years ago, and we've been friends.
that the experience creates connections between photographers
The community is pretty open about sharing spots because we want you to embrace what's out there, and if you share it, then people care about it.
and between people and the lessons of the natural world.
And I just find that telling those stories and telling them in a way that draws people in and makes them want to learn more is kind of my responsibility. Yeah, I guess it's my way of making the world a better place and, bringing people into that.
To another majestic bird species and a once-in-a-lifetime capture. Dominic Westcamp considers himself a bald eagle photographer, but he wasn't expecting to see one on a trip to Mount Blue Sky. He went there in search of marmots and the peak's famous mountain goat herd. But as it so happened, a bald eagle landed on a ridge next to a marmot, and into the frame walked one of those mountain goats to make a rare trifecta. It was a pleasant surprise for Dominic, who says eagles have a special meaning to him.
I'm a retired, military guy, so I'm very patriotic. I love the bald eagle, and if you go looking for bald eagles and you find them, that's great. But when you're not looking for them and you find one, that's just amazing.
Westcamp is a disabled veteran and tells me he hopes his photography can serve as proof that anyone can get out and capture our state's beautiful sights. Well, you can stay on Mount Blue Sky for our next subject, and they just so happen to be some of the cutest in Colorado. I met with a couple of photographers who have developed a passion for pikas. Joyful, stoic, bashful. These are the many faces of pikas, a small rabbit-like critter that lives at mid to high elevation in the Colorado Rockies.
They're so cute and cuddly. They do have personalities.
Personalities
They're funny.
and habits
You can notice they're running in a few different routes or patterns to collect flowers and grass and running back.
that make them fun and challenging to photograph.
So they're quite busy, but they also don't follow the same path. So when you think you're like, okay, I know they're going to do this and I know they're going to come here, they do something else.
So getting photos like these takes some patience.
It's getting up early in the morning, it's going out, staying until late at night, it's not taking weekends off, it's going out in weather that you don't feel comfortable in. The animals control the situation for the most part.
Okay, a lot of patience.
It's not something I've just gone out to take a photograph. It's actually a lot of work.
This photo by Dina Schweinson, for instance, of an airborne pika, flowers in its mouth, lunging toward the camera with that soft bokeh background, is the perfect example.
It's actually taken me years to get this photo.
For Dina, the passion for pikas is born from a love of lagomorphs, which include pikas, but also rabbits and hares.
So my passion for photography came from photographing the animals that I really love to photograph. And so it wasn't the other way around.
To understand it,
So I grew up with rabbits.
look no further than the 2 giant continental rabbits she has at home.
How much do you weigh?
For others like Aaron Cox, though,
So I had no idea what they were up until a few years ago.
it came later.
That's where when my off-roading and hiking and wildlife photography was really all intertwining, because I kept hearing that squeak and I was just like, what is this squeak?
2 different ways of discovering these little guys that led both of these photographers to a similar mission.
It makes me happy when I take a photograph that I can introduce somebody to a species.
Just learn more about them, just like I have. Learn what kind of animals are out there in different types of environments.
Part of that awareness campaign is the vulnerability of the pika population. The National Park Service has designated the pika as what's called an indicator species to the potential impacts of climate change. They're sensitive to hot summers and reliant on snowpack. The worry is that even our highest altitudes in Colorado could become incompatible with their survival. Now, a group trying to be part of that solution is the Colorado Pika Project, which aims to track our state's pika population, understand the impacts of climate change, and educate the general public about them. One of my favorite traditions in the Discover Colorado group is Fox Friday. On any given week, folks will share photos of foxes in beautiful settings all across Colorado. Some of the most unique are those of silver foxes. And as Denver7 digital journalist Stephanie Butzer shows us, those who are able to capture them consider it a gift.
Any Colorado photographer will tell you it takes plenty of patience to capture an unforgettable picture of a wild animal.
It was really one of my favorite moments of wildlife photography ever.
And on rare occasions, that patience is met with extraordinary luck, and a creature as unique as a silver fox steps in front of the lens.
You know, what a great gift the nature provided me to be able to see that beautiful animal. My gosh.
Fort Collins photographer Sue Emond was driving up to State Forest State Park when she spotted the rare animal.
There was just enough light for me to see, oh my gosh, it's a silver fox. And I grabbed my lenses, like this, grabbed my lens and got out and you just go for it.
It wasn't until the editing process that she realized the incredible details she had captured in the pre-dawn darkness.
The eyes were just stunning, mysterious and intense, but also really gentle. That moment will always be with me. That moment will always be with me.
So what exactly is a silver fox? We asked Colorado Parks and Wildlife what makes them so unique.
So silver fox and red fox are interchangeable except for the color of their fur. The silver and cross and black variety are more rare because that's caused by genetic variation. The foxen will produce more melanin in their fur, causing them to turn this different color. So you really see red foxes anywhere, but it's definitely more special to see those silver and black foxes.
As with all wildlife, if you see them out in the wild, remember to give them plenty of space and enjoy the wonderful experience from afar. Photographer Paul Mercott is quite familiar with that rule. He spends most of his time driving around Estes Park and has captured some beautiful photos of its animals.
Some of the wildlife that I'm interested in photographing, I have to sit and wait for a long time. And a lot of times it just crosses my path, and I have my camera. My camera's always riding shotgun, so I'm always ready to go in a moment's notice because, the wildlife doesn't stick around for long.
He tells us it took about 30 visits to finally get these snaps of a fox rumored to be living in the Glen Haven area.
And right then, here comes the little silver fox, and it wasn't afraid at all. It sat there, and I got some good pictures of it. It just kind of hung around for 3 or 4 minutes and then went on its way. It was a great interaction.
And he's hopeful to repeat the experience sometime soon.
I was just thrilled to see one. I want to see another one, of course.
Reporting for Denver7,
I'll just have to keep my camera out and hope I see another one.
I'm Stephanie Butzer.
Thanks so much to Stephanie for that story. All right, after the break, an ungulate update. We're going in depth on elk and sharing a special collection of photos of baby moose. But first, a Discover Colorado trivia question. The answer right after this short break. Welcome back to this Denver7 Plus special presentation of Discover Colorado. I'm Landon Hoff. Thanks for being with us. Rocky Mountain National Park is one of the most photogenic places on Earth. But earlier this year, a pint-sized addition to Colorado's crown jewel drew the lenses of several photographers. A pair of twin moose calves. The wildlife aficionados in our photography community estimate these cuties were born in the last week of May. And the photos of the babies and their mama moose that came into our newsroom over the ensuing weeks certainly made us smile. We hope you do too. Now to a comeback story you may not know about. In the far corners of our state and local efforts to revive an elk herd after a devastating winter are paying off. Here's Denver7's Maggie Wilansky with an update.
The change of seasons also means the elk are back.
We heard the bugle when we were walking all the way down there, and I think it must have been this herd.
And if you go to Estes Park, chances are you will have a prime viewing spot.
I was like, this is amazing. I never seen this before.
Andy Holland, Colorado Parks and Wildlife Big Game Manager, explains why this is a sight to see.
Well, that's because they put on one of nature's most amazing spectacles in the fall with the elk rut.
But he's also seen a shocking loss in the elk population in northwest Colorado.
We've never seen natural mortality that high on adult elk. It's unprecedented in the literature.
The winter of 2022 to 2023 brought a series of storms from late October to April.
07-08 was pretty bad, especially in Gunnison Basin, but this was even worse.
CPW big game biologist Darby Finley explains it was alarming.
The adult survival rates for cow elk were the lowest I think that may have ever been observed. I know for a fact that's the case in Colorado.
And this devastation trickled into the community.
I've never seen anything like it. No one in this country had ever seen anything like it.
Outfitter Marie Haskett says people travel specifically to that part of our state for these herds.
We have the largest elk herd in North America.
After that severe winter, CPW took action with license reductions.
We cut 31,000 hunting licenses for deer, elk, and pronghorn in that area.
And thanks to the support from the hunting community, CPW can now say
it's the comeback we were hoping for,
along with a comeback for hunters.
I had a lot of people who didn't come for a few years because of that, and they're starting to want to come back because things are, they are recovering.
So while efforts are working,
and for 2025, we're already going back up in licensing, particularly for elk. And so for 2025, those elk herds are roaring back.
The road to recovery continues.
I just don't think we're there yet, and a couple more years and hopefully we'll be a little bit further down the road, but this winter will be the tale of how things progress.
Maggie Wilansky, Denver7.
A little bit closer to town is Estes Park, which may well be the elk capital of the world. The town estimates their elk population reaches as high as 3,000, but one of them in particular got a whole lot of attention earlier this year, and I just had to know more.
It's getting dark, leaving Rocky Mountain National Park, and my photographer group and I were in the car, and I'm like, stop the car!
That's the woman behind Colorado Wild Photography, who captures stunning images all across Colorado and sought out this ultra-rare piebald elk in Estes Park back in September.
And there she was, and she was in the river, And she was beautiful. And of course, we all hopped out and start photographing her.
She was so captivated that she set out again in October and December to capture these much snowier photos. Now, Colorado Parks and Wildlife says that piebald elk are believed to be just 1 in every 100,000.
Yeah, piebaldism is a recessive genetic trait that makes a wildlife's fur or facial features appear white and splotchy. So it's really easy to pick out, but a little bit harder to decipher exactly what that is.
In simple terms, it means a lack of certain cells that produce color. And yes, that's recessive, just like you learn in your biology class, where both parents must have the trait in order to pass it along.
So that's why it's so rare, is because a lot of things have to match up in your genes and your ancestors.
CBW spotted one other piebald elk during a wildlife survey near Montrose back in 2023. And the math suggests those may be the only 2 in Colorado. And for at least one photographer, that makes these photos pretty special.
Because it's a first. I've never experienced anything like her before, and every moment you spend with her is just magical. You know, she's beautiful.
Early fall is an especially popular time to head to Estes for what's called the elk rut. The rut produces striking visuals and the distinct sound of the bull elk's bugle. It's all part of the ritual of mating season when bulls are courting harems of cows. We'll be back with more Discover Colorado stories after the break, but first, another wildlife trivia question. Stay tuned for the answer next. Welcome back. It just so happens that one of the most unique vantage points for wildlife photography in Colorado just happens to be on the outskirts of downtown Denver. These photos are taken at Rocky Mountain Arsenal National Wildlife Refuge, where a bison herd overlooks the Denver skyline. Now, these bison are just one of several types of wildlife that can be seen there. You'll also find deer, coyotes, prairie dogs, and several types of birds at the arsenal. Also happening here in town is an effort to conserve fireflies and their habitat here in Colorado. John McMichael from Scripps News Group Colorado Springs takes us inside the Firefly Life Cycle Project, taking place at the Butterfly Pavilion in Westminster.
So here we're working on fireflies. Most people associate fireflies to the eastern part of the United States. We do have them here, which is great. So we have been localizing some populations here in Colorado, and we've been working with them since 2017.
Near the start of each summer, researchers with the Butterfly Pavilion take a trip to the wetlands in Fort Collins in search of illumination.
We come here one night a year, which is one of the most special nights for us every year.
And as the day winds down, the night lights up.
It's just a really beautiful feeling what you get when you see fireflies around you, and you'll see it tonight.
It's magic. There's no other way to describe it. They are magical fairies.
And that makes them awesome for people just to start loving insects. So it's a great gateway for that love and appreciation of insects.
The goal on nights like this one has been to collect a number of these bioluminescent beetles.
We're collecting 40 males and 10 females.
That'll find a new home and a new purpose.
What we're doing is collecting these adults, we bring them into the lab, they lay these eggs, they hatch in the lab, and we follow all throughout their life.
In the past 3 years of the project, the lab has seen half a dozen firefly larvae they'd been developing in the lab, caring for on a daily basis for 2 to 3 years at a time, emerge as adults.
So the whole point of husbandry in the lab is to better understand the life cycle of these animals so that we can replicate it.
With the goal in mind to create sustainable populations in-house.
That maybe can be reintroduced to natural wetlands like this that may have seen previous declines in firefly populations, so we can boost those numbers and help rebalance ecosystems.
Because these tiny flying lanterns play critical roles as pollinators, as pest controllers, as a baseline.
And fireflies are obviously important to our ecosystem and to the wetlands because they're a good indicator of the health of those and to our ecosystem overall.
Or, put another way,
they are foundational, and as we've seen, they're declining. And this is something that we all need to be aware of.
Between habitat loss, light pollution, and other factors,
we're losing them.
But this project is a tool to mitigate and maybe reverse that trend.
So the more we understand about them and about their lives, the more we can protect the environment in a broader scale.
And this summer, the project succeeded, the Butterfly Pavilion becoming the first organization to close the full life cycle loop for a native Colorado firefly species, mating one of the male fireflies they collected with a lab-raised female who then laid eggs, one of which has hatched. It's a confirmation of years of work to better understand this beetle.
We know that fireflies are misunderstood, under-researched, and we want to change that.
So what's next?
You ask how long it can go. We still have very small numbers. Our goal is to increase these numbers.
And that means sharing out information to other like-minded organizations, as well as moving forward here in our state.
We want to really bring up like 300 fireflies hatching or 400 fireflies hatching, so we can really boost up these wild populations and protect them to be able to just tackle all these problems that they're facing right now.
That does it for this Denver7 Plus special presentation of Discover Colorado Wildlife Stories. Thanks so much for spending the last half hour with us. If you liked what you saw or you want to see more, just scan the QR code on your screen to go to the Discover Colorado section, denver7.com. And if you've got a Discover Colorado story idea you want me to hear, just shoot me an email, landon.hoff@denver7.com. Until next time, happy discovering.